Greetings survivors and friends, SHADOWFRAX here with another workshop skins picks video. I'm sorry I haven't done one of these for a while. I have been a very busy pony, but I'm back now, and in case you don't know what this series is about, I basically delve into the depths of the Rust Skins workshop to look at designs that haven't yet been accepted into the game but that I feel suit Rust down to the ground or are particularly imaginative / funny, and show them to you with links in the description so you can go and then vote them up, down or sideways depending on how you're feeling. Now I'm going to divide this video into two sections. First of all, I'm going to show you the skins that I think look authentic before we go on to ones that I think are particularly imaginative or funny, but the very first skin that I'm going to show you I think fulfills both these criteria and is especially relevant since today is International Pie Day, March the 14th. It's this, the Petrified Putrid Pie from XTab, and I might have had something to do with this, but I'll just read you the description here. It says, baked long ago and left forgotten in an oven partially submerged in radioactive water, as you do, this institutional mass-produced pie has undergone strange chemical changes which made it harder than most rocks without taking on any additional weight. Sounds like my mum's cooking. Now, I'm sure that you know how I feel about pies if you've been watching this channel for any period of time, but looking at this one, I'm not sure whether I want to eat it or hit somebody with it. It's not the most attractive pie I've ever seen, but I think it's pucker and probably the closest we're going to get to having pies in Rust for a little while, so I'm not going to tell you what to do, but just go and vote for it because I want to hit someone with a pie. Now, the next skin that I wanted to show you was this one, the Armoured Boots by Relic. I think these look particularly nice, and although we did have a similar sort of skin added recently, the Army Armoured Boots, these ones I think look a bit more medieval and less engineered. It's almost like somebody needed to comply with safety regulations on a building site but didn't have enough money to go out and buy themselves a new pair of steel toe caps. The next skin, also by Relic, is this one, the Hunter Mask V2, and I am particularly impressed by the level of quality in this one. Two separate materials cobbled together to produce one mask. I love the textures that have been used in this. They really do suit Rust well, I think, and my favourite aspect is the way that leather looks like it's been stretched over before being studded. Very well done, sir. Now, here's one that I think not only looks really cool, but is also a very clever use of the mesh for the deer skull helmet. This is the Plague Doctor by Delta P42, and although it's doubtful whether it would actually protect you from the plague, I personally don't care. I think I'd wear it anyway, it just looks cool. Now over to a weapon, and this is the Doomwing crossbow skin by Fred the Dog. Now I like this one because it looks stylish without being overly flashy. It's worn, it's battered, and there's a lot of little details there that you don't see straight away. I like this one. Now, the world of Rust does look like the Wombles just stumbled onto the set of Scrap Heap Challenge, so anything that fits in with the cobbled together look is good in my books. So I wanted to point out this alternative texture for the road sign armour, and it comes as a set, the Junker's kilt and vest. It's certainly not plain, there's a lot going on here, it's very busy, there's bits of barbed wire, chains, lumps of fence, and even metal bandoliers stapled to it. A lot of work's gone into this set, and I'd like to see it in game, but what do you think? Let me know. Hey, do you have skeletons in your closet? I mean, who doesn't? But maybe you'd like them on the outside as well. If you do, then you might like this skin for the locker, the Urban Locker Muertos by Estavos. I must admit I am a big fan of graffiti, if it's done right and in the right place, of course, and I'd like to see more of it in Rust, so this particular skin does appeal to me. I like the designs of the skeletons, I like it that they're all different, and the fact that he's paid attention to the back of the locker as well. I think this is a quality piece of work, and I'd like to see it in the game. Okay, on to some less serious skins now, and this is Place C4 Here Boom by CMAC, an armoured door skin that not only gives you some handy placement guides, but also shows you exactly how much C4 you need to destroy it. It's almost as if all the thinking is done for you. We've had bearskin rugs for a little while now, but you can't beat the feel of dead wolf under your feet. So how about this, the wolf rug by Anathan? I'm sorry, but this does look more like a skydiving accident than a piece of furniture. and I couldn't help but laugh, which is why I've included it here. Something that we don't have in Rust at the moment, and maybe never will unless the need to take a dump is added to the game at some point, is one of these, introducing the Improvised toilet by DayZ. I don't know whether that's Rust or Vindaloo. I can imagine that in combination with a bucket this could work, as long as you didn't fidget around on it too much, and there's a handy bit of advice on the back that would probably serve more as reverse psychology than anything else. Now I must admit I'm not a massive fan of Doctor Who, but I do like this skin for the locker. I don't see it ever being a thing in game thanks to our wonderful copyright laws, but it does make me wonder, how much bigger would it be on the inside? Lastly, do you miss the froggy boots? Well, of course you do. You're only human. Well, what about being able to relive those golden moments in Rust, but this time with not just one frog, but two on your feet? This is Ribbit by Delta P42 again, and as a skin for the hide shoes. The mesh makes them look a bit more like frog-themed plastic bags wrapped around your feet, but what do you think? Leave me a comment down below. Also, let me know what you thought of the other skins in this video and whether any of them leapt out at you. I shall put all the links in the description so you can go and have a look at them yourself and vote them up or down as you please. Leave a like, subscribe to me if you haven't already, and come and see me on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook and Steam. I shall catch you all in my next video, but until then, keep calm and stay rusty. Cheerio.